Well, hello again, folks. It's Monday the 19th. Your Monument Rebels ended up second place in pool play with 9 points. Going with a record of 3-0-1. 2 wins, 1 penalty shot overtime win, and 1 penalty shot loss, which garnered 9 points in second place. And you're not seeing double. We are playing the Pueblo Bulls again. The team that they beat last night in the shootout. I think a lot of the Rebels feel that they probably should have won that game, probably 6-2 or 7-2. And hopefully everybody got a good rest. Everybody had a safe drive up here who had to drive up through the snow and icy roads. About 1:40 left in warm-ups. The other two teams that made the semifinals were the Vale White and the Vale Blue team. They're playing next door. And right now, Vale White is beating Vale Blue 4-1 in the second period. Big delay in our game. Super exciting game between Steamboat and Highland Hills girls semifinal that went to an overtime period of 5 minutes, and then it went to penalty shots. Rolled through, I think, the lineup at least once and possibly twice. And finally, Highland Hills girls were able to score the winning goal. Kind of unusual because it was Steamboat was the home team, and they did not get another opportunity to tie it. However, we'd probably still be waiting for them to get off the ice the way the shootout was going. So, anyway, that's what the delay is. See how many people are watching the broadcast. Looks like we have 2 watching. Hello, 2 people. Yes, maybe Chris and Becky, perhaps, watching. Hopefully we'll get a few more viewers, as always. Well, I'll try and record the game. I don't know what happened yesterday. We thought we lost the feed with about 3 or 4 minutes left in last night's game, and the recording stopped. The stream didn't stop, but the recording stopped. So I was unable to record the exciting shootout that the Rebels won last night. That's why I didn't post the HD upload. I can put that up, but just be forewarned that the last 3 minutes of the game were kind of missing, which were definitely the most exciting. I will be sure to hit record this time. The warm-up period is over. So you're going to be in the camera when I go there. Thank you. All right. Let's see. We got looks like Cook and Chandler on D. Wyatt's going to be the starting goalie. I'm not sure if they're going to switch goalies. Yesterday was Bodie had a game, and the day before Wyatt had a game. So maybe see what the coaches do with the goaling situation. Got Wyatt in goal, Colby, Eliza on D, Vanderlinden, Jurgensen, and White are starting forward line. All right, push and record here. Puck drop, and away we go. Pueblo wins the face-off. Carried in the blue line. Shot stick aside by Wyatt. Chandler bodies one Pueblo player right off the puck. She grabs it, skates it up the boards. Luke and she are chipping away at it. Cook intercepts a pass thrown in the middle. Pueblo chips it back into the corner. I always feel guilty like filming here because we're right up against the boards or the glass, and it kind of cuts off views, so I feel bad for some of the spectators, but hopefully they'll be able to work around. All right, Rebels. Wow, they carried in it, throw it, hits the goalie, and comes back out. Pueblo brings it back in, takes the blue line. Cook is going to gather it. She's got a head of steam. She's been told to go fast. Makes the blue line, makes the red line, carries it into the zone. Beautiful centering pass. The puck is right in front of the net. Goal. Number 13, Jason Jurgensen. handles the rebound that came right on his stick. 2 stick handles, first shot, first goal. 10:50 left in the first period. Rebels go up 1-0. I think today's going to be a different day. Puck drop. Pueblo controls the face-off. They throw it down. Cut off by Bogenreef on the far board. Bogenreef chips it in across the zone. Looks like foot race, skate race. Trouble here. Pueblo grabbed it. Shot that was backhanded in was cut off by Bogenreef. The Rebels are trying to clear the zone. Bogenreef grabs. She's going to skate behind the net. She reverses, throws it up the boards. She's awaiting Jack. Jack's unable to clear the zone. Puck thrown across the middle. Cleared out of the zone, kept in actually by Pueblo. Dangerous pass into the middle. Shot. Whoa, post was Wyatt's best friend on that. Far post. Rebels are going to clear it. Looks like it's going to be an icing. 9:52 in the first. Face-off is going to come back to the Rebel zone to the right side of Wyatt. All right, puck drops. Referee is standing there. Players are working around. The referee chipped up against the boards. Looks like Grant grabs it. Nope, that's Walker. He gains the blue line into the zone. Shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. Ends up behind the net. Looks like some battling here. The Rebels come away with the puck. Shot. Open. Thought that was an early whistle. Don't think the goaltender had it covered, but whistle stops the play. 9:21 to go. Rebels are going to change it up. Chandler, Van Wagenen, Vanderlyn, Jurgensen, and White all head onto the ice. Face off in the Pueblo zone to the left of their goaltender. Puck drop. Thrown into the corner. Thrown around the boards by Pueblo. Picked off by Merrick. Merrick sends it across the net. Nobody home for the Rebels. Looks like we have a break opportunity. Chandler cuts it off, thrown off the boards and into the Pueblo zone. Hopefully the Pueblo throws it into the zone. Tough angle right here, right below us here. Do my best with the camera. Merrick's able to grab it, throws the shot, goes behind the net. Puck handling, thrown back into the zone by Luke. Want to play up here on the boards. Chandler's able to keep it in the zone. Actually, she didn't. I guess it came out. And we get an offsides. Hopefully the audio is better. I don't know what was going on. I think it's an iPhone thing. I was watching my son's stream this morning from Nashville, and you hear this metallic kind of echoing. I wonder if it's a YouTube or an Apple thing with the updating the software, but hopefully it's better today. Comes out of the zone, Bogey smartly throws it back in for the offside, 8:12 left. Sorry. Yeah. I always feel bad filming here because it cuts off some views. All right, Cook brings it across. Oh, thank you. Slices and dice on her way in. Was able to get it through her front side, floods there. Some infighting. Puck comes out where Cook was, and that's going to be thrown up the ice for an ice. 7:48, 1-0 Rebels. Shots are now 2-1 in favor of the Rebels. Looks like we got Flood, Sebastian, and Jack out on forwards. Bogenreef and Cook on D. Puck drop. Goes into the zone, gathered by Cook just in front of the blue line. She throws a shot toward the net, and it's deflected by a Pueblo defender. Puck comes out of the zone right to Cook's stick. She throws it back in smartly, and we have the attack going. Bernie steals the puck from Pueblo up off the near board. Pueblo's able to clear it. Bogey's going to throw it back in. It's going to be another icing. Sorry, guys. What are you guys here watching anyway? You didn't get enough hockey? You just want to watch other kids play? Oh, gotcha. All right, we have the other SoCo girls team. Unfortunately, they lost their semifinal, and a lot of those folks are sticking around to watch the Rebels play, and they're going to the Avs game. Big old Avs party for the SoCo girls today. All right, ooh, puck almost intercepted. Chandler's going to grab it in the middle here, up off the boards. Puck squirts into the Rebel zone. Cleared out. That looks like offsides. And we get the whistle, 6:31. All right, line change. We got White, Jurgensen, Vanderlinden, Hatfield, and Chandler. Really tough angle here. I'm just going to leave the camera. Puck battle, puck battle. All right, puck finally comes into the Rebel zone. Chased down by Chandler. She kicks it back out. That's going to be an offsides. They missed it. Should have been offsides. Merrick is able to clear it. Jason skates it in the zone, backhands it into the middle. Two Rebels there unable to control it. Back out, back into the zone. Somebody clamps down on Walker. Merrick skates it around. He's got some space in front of him, and he's going to ice the puck. I'm not sure. Probably needed a change there, so good call. However, the face-off's going to come back into the Rebel zone. 5:19 left in the first period. Shots are 2-2. Face-off was kicked right into the center ice. Sammy skates it out, chips it forward, up to Jack. Jack throws it behind the Pueblo goal. Nice move by the Pueblo defender. He backhands it out. Intercepted by Cook. It's on her feet, off the boards, up to center ice. Cook, good poke check by Cook. Takes it off the stick of number 31 of Pueblo. Puck comes out onto Jack's stick. He's going to skate it in. He throws it around the net. Grant and Colby on D. Comes up towards Grant. Pueblo stick handles it, finds a pass in the middle. He's unable to control it. Cook on the attack. She grabs it. She's going to wheel. Should reverse. Great play. Throw it off the boards. Oh, comes back, cuts in the middle. Dangerous cut, however. Takes the blue line, takes the red line. She's coming up the corner, bodied off the puck. She dumps it into the corner. It ends up behind the Pueblo goal. Backhanded out of the zone. Onto the stick of the Pueblo player. Cook. Oh, who's that? That's Grant with the stick check, and he pulls it away. Grant's trying to skate out of the zone on the flood stick, back to Grant. Chips it forward. We got to be careful of a change here, not to get too many men. Pueblo brings it back in. behind the net. Oh, centering pass. Cook cuts it off. Leo brings the puck out, and he continues the hard forechecking here. Shot harmlessly goes behind the goal. Rebels kind of run out of gas here. They got to clear the zone here. Maybe get a whistle stop. Backhanded through the middle. Scrum in front of the net. Cook gathers the puck in the corner. She's taken out. No call. Not really sure where the whistle is on that. Shot thrown into the net. Cut off by Grant. Grant throws it up against the boards. Leo is able to get it out. Over escape by Jack, however. Leo grabs it. Oh, open net. Trickles right by the goal. Great opportunity for the Rebels. Riesling is mixing it up on the boards. A lot of bodies thrown here. Pass in the front. Looks like it went over the goal. Behind the net. Pueblo throws it up on the boards. They're able to get it out of the zone. And they're going to call a penalty. Roughing is the call on a Pueblo player. As always, it's very interesting playing the Pueblo team. Their parents are not happy at all. 2:07 left in the first period. Actually, they're calling it both. All right, so offsetting penalties. Jack's going to go into the box. It's going to be 5-on-5 with the face-off coming outside of the Pueblo zone. These refs are trying to hurry things along. Puck drops. 5-on-5 hockey goes into the zone. Pueblo chips it out. Carried into the zone. Great stick check by Chandler. Jackson gets tangled up with a Pueblo player. They bring it out of the puck. Bogey's going to gather it. She chips it off the boards. Up to Leo. Puck thrown back in. Chandler is going to grab the puck. She's going to try and turn the corner. She does, but is bodied off the puck. Dangerous change here by the Rebels. Almost too many men on the ice. Big shot. Gloved by the Pueblo goal. 1:27 left. Yeah. Yeah. It's got like a camera and does the periods and the time and all that stuff. It's kind of a cool thing to watch. All right, puck drop down to the corner we go. Chandler throws it on net. Hits the base of the net. Ricochets into the corner. Comes out of the zone. Chandler's unable to keep it in and offsides here. Face off right in front of us on the left side. All right, face off controlled by Pueblo. 1-on-2, throws it on the net, stick to side by Latt. I guess we're going to call that a shot, even though it really wasn't. Pile up in the corner down here. Pueblo comes away with it. They throw it into the middle. Shot cut down by Pueblo, or cut down by the Rebels. Puck's ping-ponging around. High shot. And it bounces into the net for a Pueblo goal, and these Pueblo parents are quite excited about it. 43 seconds left. Saying shots are 4-2, but I don't know if I think they hit the wrong button here. All right, 43 seconds left. We get a face-off back at center ice. Puck drop. We have a tie game, 1-1. Rebels control. The face-off thrown into the zone by Jackson. Puck one. Puck's right in front of the net. Battle. Oh, penalty's called. They're calling some type of penalty on, looks like the Rebels. All right, they're going to get Jackson Preston for something. I don't know what happened there. Let's see what the sign is. Minutes for something. I don't know if it was a slash or not. All right, power play for the Bulls. 23 seconds left. Face-off goes into the corner. Sebastian sticks it around behind the goal. Comes back around behind the goal again. Gathered by Walker. There's bodies piled up. Big hits coming here. Refs are letting it go. Tied up by the Rebels, and that'll do it for the period. It's going to be 1:07 left on the power play when we come back here in the second period. Once again, the power play clock isn't great. They're showing 4 shots to 2. I'm not sure I agree with that.